Howdy y'all, TheJTJ here with Microsoft Word, tutorial number 1, overview. Okay, so to open Word, you'd want to double click on your desktop icon. It'll look like this. If you don't have a desktop icon for Word, you can come down to your taskbar and either use the Windows button and scroll down to W. If you still can't find it for some reason, you can type into your search bar Word and it should come up. Once you see the icon, just click on it. If you're starting a new document or you're opening Word from scratch, this will be your default layout. It'll have blank documents and a bunch of templates you can start with. A template is basically a document that has already been set up with certain spacing, words, art, and you can search templates here. If you're looking for something specific like a flyer for a birthday party or a resume, you could type it in here and a lot of stuff will come up and you can just start right there. However, most of the time you'll be starting with a blank document, so you'd want to click that. Once you click on the blank document, this is the default Word layout, and we'll go through the tabs. So first off, you have File. File is all your administrative tasks. If you want to make a new document, if you want to open something recent, save as, print, share, export, and close. When you click the Home tab, this is where the majority of your work will begin. It has the ability to change the font, style, sizes, the layout, the justification. If you want bullets, indents, colors for different text and different features. And then here you'll have some different heading layouts. You can use different styles for that, and find, replace, and some editing features. You'll spend a lot of time on the Home tab because that's where you do a lot of your work. The next tab is Insert, and Insert does exactly what it says. It inserts different things into your document. You can put comments in, you can insert a header, a footer, page numbers, symbols, blank pages, shapes, and pictures. The next tab is Design. So Design has preset document formatting, and what that does is if you wanted to have a professional looking multi-page document or even a single page document, you can use these formattings to help keep your work consistent, where everything looks the same. You're not having to go back and think about, well, what size was that title, what size was this heading over here. It'll set everything up so that it's all consistent. Layout helps you adjust the indents, the columns, the orientation. If you're doing something that isn't standard or very specific, you'd want to come in here and set your indents. You'd want to set where your line breaks are and where your margins are. References is so you can annotate. You can put bibliographies in. This is where you're going to manage your citations, inline citations, footnotes, things like that are be under the Reference tab. Mailings will help you make envelopes, to help you print labels, to help you do things like that you know that it's formatting and tools that allow you to make lists of people and you're going to recipient. So if you're mailing stuff out for a wedding, something, you can work under this tab to get that done. Review is where your spelling and grammar checks are. You can also send these off to colleagues and they'll come under the Review tab. They can add comments, they can mark up things to show you, hey, let's change this, or this was misspelled, let's work on that. You'll see if you're going to school or if you're in education, or Review tab, professors and teachers do use that to mark up your documents sometimes to make corrections. Your view is just the view that you're seeing on your window. Sometimes you want to see split panes, you want to see more than one page. If I'm copying from text, sometimes I would want to have a split window or more windows, things like that. The button here is a help, basically, so you can input things here and it'll run a web search, or if it's built in something, it might take you right to that tool, things like that. You can share the document. and you can put comments quickly there. Also, up here in the top left is a quick save, an undo, and a redo. Your normal functions for any kind of window is up here: to close it, to undock it, and to minimize it. Down in the bottom, we will see the page numbers. If you have multiple pages, it'll tell you what page you're currently on. It gives you a word counter here, which can be important if you're constraining yourself to a certain amount of words. Different layouts, and then the zoom, which can be important because I always suggest zooming in a little. We sort of take it for granted. It's really more beneficial when you're using a smaller font to zoom in a little bit so you can see the words a lot bigger. And that does it for Microsoft Word overview. Please join us for our next tutorial, New Document. Thanks for watching.